Hey everybody, what's happening? So I've been a little slow on videos lately. There have been crazy storms every day here in New Orleans for a while. Check out this rain, guys. So I've been trapped in my van here for quite a while, probably at least an hour or two, and I just went in the back and checked this out. Everything under here is totally soaked. My mattress is just soaked, man. And I got these containers back here soaking up the water. This thing's leaking really bad. I don't know how long this rain's gonna last. I cannot stand sitting in my van waiting out the rain anymore. And it's just kind of like the charm is starting to wear off. It just feels like home and it's losing its magic. So it's a good time to leave a place you really like before the magic wears off. So I'm heading to Dallas, Texas today. So I'm really gonna miss this place. And Cory and Roberto, man, I hung out with them almost every day I was here, except for the first 2 days. And just really got to know them, and they're just really awesome guys. And I just, I just became good friends with them, and I'm gonna miss them, man. But this city, man, wow, this is just my impression. And I'm just one subjective viewpoint with my own biases and everything else. But man, it's just like so full of paradoxes and contradictions. Like it's the dirtiest, filthiest, most crime-ridden, most corrupt, most disgusting, vile place I've ever been. But at the same time, it's the most beautiful, friendliest, easygoing, relaxed place I've ever been. Like at the same time, it's absolutely incredible. I've never experienced anything even close to it. I mean, not even the way that the French Quarter is Europe basically. Like it looks. I've never been to Europe, but people who have been to Europe told me that it's Europe, like the construction of everything. So that's really cool that I got to get a taste of Europe. But the people, man, there's just so many different people. And the thing is, there's people from all over the place because there's so many tourists there. But even the people who live there come from so many different cultures that it's just this huge melting pot of all these different cultures. But the thing that's in common with everyone is that everybody wants to have a good time. And New Orleans is an amazing place. I'm definitely coming back. Definitely, absolutely. There's no way I can not. I feel like this is my second home. I don't know how long I could stay here, but yeah. So I checked the weather radar before I left to make sure there's no doggone old tornadoes. And I don't think there's gonna be today, at least. There's some storms, some pretty big storms, and but they're not like, so far they're not like severe, like in the red, like 60-mile-an-hour winds and stuff like I had yesterday. But yeah, so there's just some storms in Louisiana. Once I get to Texas, I'm in the clear, at least so far today. It seems like most of the storms down here are in early to late afternoon. Like they start around like 12 or 1, and it's actually almost 2 o'clock right now. I had a hard time getting to sleep, so I slept in really late. But yeah, so there's storms in Louisiana. It is peak tornado season. May is like when most tornadoes come, and I'm driving straight through Tornado Alley. I'm heading to Dallas right now. That's not that far from Oklahoma, and yeah, I'm at risk of being involved in a tornado, so that freaks me out a little bit. I had a couple experiences with that in Florida, waking up to my van being rocked all over the place and crazy heavy winds and crazy rain and everything, and looking at my phone and seeing there's a tornado in the area, seek shelter immediately, and being like, oh my God, what do I do? You know, I ended up parking straight in front. Look at all these bayous out here, man. This is crazy. Look at all this standing water, all on the side of the highway. We're on top of water right now. We're on top of a swamp. This is nuts. This is crazy. Whoa. So yeah, so I might get to see a tornado. Hopefully it happens during the day when I can take pictures of it and video, and not at night when I have to freak out and try to seek shelter. So I'm gonna make sure that I park in a place that I have some kind of super strong structure to go in at night if that does happen. at least until I get to New Mexico. But I'm really looking forward to getting to Moab and meeting up with Vagabond Filmmaker, the dude who made my intro. He seems like a really cool dude and wants to hang out, so I'm going to meet up with him in Moab. So yeah, woo! Hey guys, I thought this was really beautiful right here, so I wanted to show you. And I also wanted to tell you something beautiful, and that is we all have a secret, hidden superpower that is not taught in school, so they don't talk about it in the media, and it seems like most people just have no clue that it even exists. We're sold things all the way. Our society is the way it is because most people don't realize it yet, and that is we have the power, and this is true power. This is ultimate power. This is your superpower. We have the ability to form our own thoughts and beliefs, and it's not the situations and the circumstances which make us feel the way we do. It's our thoughts about those circumstances and situations. So when things seem like they're going wrong and everything is falling apart, or something happened that pisses you off and irritates you, it's not the thing that pissed you off and irritated you, it's your thoughts and beliefs about it. And if we can learn to harness this power and to form our own beliefs, and instead of when something happens to react to it, we're just reacting based on our programming, the subconscious programming of our mind. If we question why that thing made us upset and come up with a new belief about it, one that makes us feel good, or at least in acceptance of it, then we can move on and we can maintain our peace. And once you practice this for long enough, you start to have this unmovable core of peace. There's a certain peace about you that cannot be taken away from you no matter what happens. And once you figure this out, and once you start really practicing it, you will have created true, lasting inner peace, and nothing can harm you. All right, I just made it to Baton Rouge. On the bottom right corner of my windshield there, I don't know how well you can see it on the screen, but I got another crack in my windshield. That sucks. I was behind a semi and it kicked up a rock. Again, that's how I got my first one, on this right here on the left side. But it is what it is, man. I need a new windshield anyway, so it's all good. So yeah, just still driving. Woo! Living the dream. Ooh, a bridge. I love bridges. So I just looked at my radar, and it looks like I've somehow managed to get around all of the storms today, which is awesome for me because I'm just tired of thunderstorms. Why is this traffic doing this right now? But yeah, I love bridges, man. Oh, this is the Mississippi. Yeah, here's the Mississippi River, y'all. Check it out. This is great, man. I just love frickin' bridges, man. I just love them. This is so cool. There aren't many lifestyles where you can just pick up and take off when the weather gets bad and search for greener pastures and brighter skies. But I've definitely created one for myself where I'm able to do that. It makes me feel really good. I'm really happy about that. You know, I think I'm definitely the happiest with my life that I've ever been. And I created this, man. Like, I had a dream, and I knew what I wanted, and I decided I wasn't going to stop until I got it, and I got it, and it feels amazing. And I'm just so content with my life, man. Like, it's just working for me. And I had to go through a lot to get to this point. I mean, I've ran out of money several times. I had to change who I was as a person to be able to accomplish this. It wasn't like I just bought a van and put a couple things in it and hit the road. I mean, I tried that, but I ended up learning real fast that I had to change who I was to be able to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. And I think life's like that, you know. I think like everything's like that. If you want a different life than what you have to change who you are, because you're doing and you have the best you can have for the person you are. And if you want something greater, you have to change who you are as a person. Otherwise, you're just going to keep getting what you've always gotten, and you're going to keep being where you've always been. And I think that's a really important, massive lesson that I've learned on the road. That, I mean, yeah, I could have learned that some other way. I'm sure I heard that somewhere before, because I'm always reading about personal development kind of stuff. Or not reading, but listening to YouTube videos and stuff. And I'm sure I heard that, but it's things like that are completely meaningless until you experience them. Once you experience them, then you actually know them. Otherwise, it's just some idea that you hear and drop. So if this idea sounds completely profound to you and you're like, whoa, that totally makes sense, go out and do it. Don't let it be some idea that you think about and then just let go and then go right back to the way you've been doing things. That's why we don't, when we hear profound, life-changing things, we don't change, because we think they're just an idea, and we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that someday. But someday never comes. All of a sudden, you're 80 years old on your deathbed, and man, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have done that. I'm not gonna live like that. If I want to do something, I'm just gonna do it. And that's what makes me happy. Constantly overcoming things and constantly changing. It's the growth that feels good. Feeling stuck is like the worst feeling in the world, you know. But accomplishing things and changing and adapting and growing and evolving, that's what feels good. Constant progress. That's it. And I'm constantly making progress on the road. Woo! And it feels great. So I'll leave you with that. Woo! One thing I forgot to say about New Orleans that changed me as a person is there are crazy people everywhere and intoxicated people everywhere doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So there's this, like, the social rules of you're supposed to behave a certain way don't really exist there, especially in the French Quarter. So filming in public and just, like, I don't know, there was a certain amount of conditioning I still had of I'm expected to behave this way, I'm expected to do this, and I'm expected to do this, and they're all just BS rules in my head that I had, that were still there. But going to New Orleans, I realized, oh my God, these things don't matter at all. So I totally am more free to be myself in front of other people now. And there's there's this weird thing, like I'm in front of the camera, I can totally be myself. It's hard to explain, but like when I'm around other people, it's like I automatically adapt to their rules and I match their frequency a little more than I'm completely myself. And I don't fully understand why I do that yet. And I think that everybody does that or at least most people do that to a certain extent. Some people have such bold personalities that it doesn't matter. I met a lot of people like that in New Orleans. Man, this one woman, holy crap. Anyway, yeah, so I thought that was an interesting thing and I thought that I would share it. So, woo, I love New Orleans. All right, so I stopped in this rest stop. Here's the stealth van right here. And took a leak and stretched out, cleared my mind a little bit. And they had vending machines in there with Mardi Gras beads in them. I thought that was pretty cool. Wow, so the clouds have moved in. Checked my radar. There's nothing on the radar about a storm right here. I saw one bolt of lightning very far in the distance. It looks like up ahead it's clearing off, so maybe I'll get through this and get some more sunshine. But this is interesting right here because this is the most mountainous place I've been in months. It's strange to think that because I'm from Oregon where there's lots of hills, but this is by far the most mountainous place because I spent my whole winter or most of the winter in Florida where it's just like all flat. It's really cool watching landscapes change. It's one of my favorite things about road trips. Look at these clouds, you guys. Aren't these incredible? I've never seen clouds like that. And then down here, we got the sunset, woo, getting started. It's really, really pretty sky up here tonight. So yeah, I got about 3 hours to go and 218 miles till Dallas. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that there's a Planet Fitness and a McDonald's on the edge of town that I can grab a shower and a good night's sleep and head back out as soon as I wake up tomorrow. Man, this is so beautiful out here. Yeah! Look at this! Ah! Welcome to Texas. Hell yeah, dude. I've never been to Texas before. This is awesome. I love it. Texas! Woo! Man, I just saw the coolest sunset in the world. It would not come out on my camera though because I had the wide leg lens on and it was too wide and it just did not look right at all. And I tried to take a time lapse, but I messed it up. So yeah, woo! All right, guys, I am somewhere in Texas. I have no idea where I am, but my Google Maps seems to. So I'm heading to a Walmart out here. It's 10:30. I'm just exhausted, man. I'm ready to stop driving. I got about 31 minutes till I get there. So thanks for watching, guys. Love yourself. Woo!